Okay, so you, again, motivation, very, very important. Even before you say the specific words, like even before you start with the sadhana, to be really clear why you want to do this. And also to be happy to be able to do this, so that it doesn't become a burden, doesn't become a duty, that somebody told you, you have to do this. Not working. It's like, I want to do this. And then motivation, you have to find out what you want for this life, which is very, very kind of small-minded. But to purify negative karma, so I have a good rebirth in next life, I can continue with the practice. Or for full enlightenment, why not go for the best? Full enlightenment, so I can liberate all sentient beings from their suffering. So you benefit from it because you'll be free of negative emotions and their causes and the karma and everything. Others benefit from it because you'll be able to lead them to that state. Okay, so then you visualize on your right side is your father, on your left side is your mother. Your enemies and those sentient beings who make you agitated or nervous, you put in front of you, like closer to the Buddhas. And your friends and those to whom you are attached are seated behind you. All other universal living beings in human form are surrounding you as far as you can imagine, but each one is undergoing the specific suffering of one of the realms. So it's the heat, the intense heat and cold and pain in the hell states. It's the intense hunger, thirst and greed in the hungry ghost state. It's the kind of dullness and only being interested in comfort and the tremendous suffering of being exploited in the animal state. It's this competitive mind in the human state that we always have to be number one, we have to be better than others, even on a very subtle way, kind of. We have to succeed. Then the jealousy in the demigod realm, and the totally immersed in pleasure in the God realms. So we can see all of it in the human realm. And we think we're leading all these beings in taking refuge. So as a support, we use the visualization, so we know what we're taking refuge in. But it's especially the energy of the Buddha that we're taking refuge in. The love, the compassion, the wisdom, the skillful means to guide all beings to that state. Kind of the determination, having finished the path, like Shakyamuni Buddha, and being able to be a good example, a support for our practice. So you visualize that in the state in front of you, space in front of you, and again, let the mind a little bit free and see what comes. Maybe try to feel the same way as you would feel in the presence of your guru. But then you give your guru the shape or the form of Shakyamuni Buddha, light body, like a rainbow. We work with experience here, not with just thoughts, but we start with the thoughts and then slowly, slowly the experience comes. How would you feel in the presence of the Dalai Lama, for example? If you don't have a guru, at least the Dalai Lama, that all of us know. How would you feel if he looks at you and says, "How can I help you?" That kind of feeling when we take refuge. Knowing somebody is there that is out to protect us, to help us, to liberate us from uncertainty, suffering, dissatisfaction, and so on. Somebody who accepts me the way I am. Somebody who knows how to help me and how to guide me. How would I feel in the presence of that being? So we're not using person, Because the Buddha is not an ordinary person. The Buddha is a fully awakened being. Then of course, if you do have your guru, then you think, how do I feel when I sit in front of my guru? And my guru's mind is everywhere, all the time, is always here. And we take refuge, which is at the bottom of page 5. I forever take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha, and in all the three vehicles, in the dakinis of secret mantra yoga, in the heroes and heroines, in the empowering goddesses and the bodhisattvas, but most of all, I take refuge in my holy Guru forever. I forever take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha, and in all the three vehicles, in the dakinis of secret mantra yoga, in the heroes and heroines, in the empowering goddesses and the bodhisattvas, but most of all, I take refuge in my holy Guru forever. I take refuge in Buddha, Dharma and Sangha, and in all the three vehicles, in the dakinis of secret mantra yoga, heroes and heroines, in the empowering goddesses and bodhisattvas, but most of all, I take refuge in my holy Guru forever, because it's thanks to these holy Guru, like a living being that I can make contact with, that I have met the Buddha, Dharma and the Sangha. I've met the teachings. Without a living Guru, then there's no way we would engage in the way that we are engaged now. So then first one is power of regret. First recall the definition of negative karma. Any action that results in suffering, usually an action motivated by ignorance, attachment, or aversion. Almost every action I do 24 hours a day is motivated by worldly concern, attachment to the comfort of this life. It is like this from birth to death in this life, and has been like that from beginningless rebirth. Nearly every action I have ever created has been non-virtuous, the cause of suffering. Not only that, but continuously I have also been breaking my pratimoksha, bodhisattva and tantric vows. Worst of all, I have created the heaviest of negative karmas in relation to my virtuous friends, getting angry at them, generating wrong views, having non-devotional thoughts towards them, harming their holy body and disobeying their advice. Having these negative imprints on my mental continuum is unbearable. It is as if I've swallowed a lethal poison. I must practice the antidote right away and purify all this negative karma immediately without a second's delay. So in this way, we generate strong feelings of urgency and regret. No time to waste. So then the urgency comes when we think about impermanence and death. Many people my age or younger have died. It's a miracle that I'm still alive and have this incredible opportunity to purify my negative karma. Death is certain, but its time is most uncertain. If I were to die right now, I would definitely be born in the lower realms. Because I could not practice Dharma there, I would remain in the lower realms for countless eons. Therefore, how unbelievably fortunate I am to be able to purify my negative karma right now, without even a second's delay, by practicing the Vajrasattva meditation recitation. So again, we feel very happy. We know that we're sick. We know we swallow poison. We know we have a lot of potential for suffering in the future. But we also know that there is a cure. And to make the cure really effective, we generate bodhicitta. But I'm not practicing this Vajrasattva purification for myself alone. The purpose of my life is to release all hell beings, pretas, animals, humans, asuras and suras, and intermediate state beings from all their suffering and its causes, and lead them to the unsurpassed enlightenment. In order to do this, I must first reach enlightenment myself. Therefore, I must purify all my negative karma immediately by practicing the Vajrasattva meditation recitation. So again, visualization, try to make it easy, not too complicated. Even if it's just the presence of Vajrasattva, it's okay. Main thing is that you have a feeling that something is there. So it can be a white blob, Then slowly, as you get used to it, the visualization becomes more clear. But try to be totally relaxed about this. And as I said, try to do it in a playful way. Not even wanting to succeed. Otherwise you get too tense. Try to do it in a joyful way. As also Ringu Tulku said, he said, it's so easy to purify negative karma, he said. So all we have to do is do what we're doing today. And then we have to trust it, that it works. But I think even we don't trust, through the power of Vajrasattva, through the power of bodhicitta, if we are serious about this, this is such a powerful practice. So the joy of being able to do this. So above the crown of my head, seated upon a lotus and moon seat, are Vajrasattva, father and mother. Their bodies are white. Each one has one face and two arms. He holds a dodgy and a bell, she a curved knife and a skull cup. They are embracing each other. The father is adorned with 6 mudras, the mother with 5. He sits in the Vajra posture, she in the lotus posture. Vajrasattva is my root guru, the holy mind of all the Buddhas, the Dharmakaya, who out of his unbearable compassion, which embraces me and all other sentient beings, appears in this form to purify me and all others. So in this way, your mind is transformed into Guru devotion, the root of all blessings and realizations of the path to enlightenment. On a moon disk at Vajrasattva's heart stands a hung encircled by a garland of the 100-syllable mantra. A powerful stream of white nectar flows from the hung and mantra garland, and I am cleansed of all sickness, spirit harm, negative karma, and obscurations. So again, it's not just like neutral light. So that light encompasses the love, the compassion, and the wisdom of all the Buddhas. Healing light. Light that gives us wisdom, light that clears away all the obstacles that we have to be the people that we actually want to be. So again, try to experience it. Not to know it, but not to know about it, but to experience it. How would you feel if love and compassion would flow into you? And the love of compassion comes from Guru Vajrasattva. Sometimes we feel when people are very compassionate, when they're very loving, when they want to help us. So that's just ordinary beings. Here's a Buddha who gives his whole knowledge, his whole wisdom, his whole compassion to help us attain that same state. So the first, the light comes from the crown, from the moon disk, and the hung travels downwards, enters our crown, and then pushes out all the negativities to our lower doors. And we think especially of negativities of the body, which is killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct, like all the potentials for us to having to endure the same things, but also especially our tendencies, our impulses, our habits are being purified, leaving the body through the lower doors in the form of, we read the visualization in a form that suits your mind, how your negativities of body would look. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Suntokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Savasini Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Suchame Chitanshiyam Kuru Hung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vashamame Muncha Vasham Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Savasini Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Suchame Chitanshiyam Kuru Hung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Muncha Vasham Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Savasini Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Suchame Chitanshiyam Kuru Hung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Muncha Vashabhava Mahasamaya Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Savasini Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Suchame Chitanshiyam Kuru Hung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe. So after cleaning the body, you can visualize that your body has become transparent, totally clear, very light. All the solidity is gone, but the central channel and the side channels is still there. So now again, light is coming from the Hung in the moon disk in Vajrasattva's heart. Going down, and this time pushing all the negativities upwards, like the light is going like into our upper body, and then it stops there, and then so it comes back up like filling a glass of water. So the dirt is swimming on top and then comes out through mouth, ears, nose, and it's especially the negativities of the speech, especially the tendencies, the habits, and the results or the consequences that come from it. So you can visualize either just black smoke or dirty air or something, pollution that comes out, or again, let the mind a little bit free and see what kind of negativities, how they look, how your negativities of the speech, of lying, slander, harsh words and gossip, how they would look, and see how they leave the body, totally dissolve into space, never to be seen again. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Sucha Me Chitan Shiyam Kuruhung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajrama Me Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Sucha Me Chitan Shiyam Kuruhung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajrama Me Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Sucha Me Chitan Shiyam Kuruhung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajrama Me Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Sucha Me Chitan Shiyam Kuruhung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajrama Me Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe. Then again, you think your speech totally purified, so whatever comes out of your mouth in terms of sound, like animate sound, articulate sound, it's only to benefit others, to create harmony, trust, well-being, courage, only to benefit others. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Totally appropriate. Whatever we say is totally appropriate for the situation. Nobody suffers. It creates unconfusion, clarity, space, freedom, love, compassion, peace. So the third one is like purifying the mind. So whenever the light touches either your crown, and then, central channel at the crown, or the light goes down to your heart chakra. As it hits the crown chakra or the heart chakra, it's like switching on a light in a dark room. And we think what goes here especially is this grasping at an independent, permanent, autonomous really existing from its own side, I or me. Which then I become the experiencer and everything else is an experience. But experiencer and experience are the same. But we see this separate. And like this dualistic thinking comes about. Whatever I perceive as something outside is separate from my mind. It's not. It's a reflection of the mind. And then to grasp at this really existing I, this is what we purify here. The one who creates all the problems. The one who is at the root of all the suffering. And what is it? A misunderstanding, a wrong view. How sad when we don't understand this. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Pantishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarvasiddhi Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Sucha Me Chitta Shiyam Kuruhu Ha Ha O Bhagavan Sarvatata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tityo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarvasiddhi Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Sucha Me Chitta Shiyam Kuruhung Ha Ha O Bhagavan Sarvatata Vajramame Muncha Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Didyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarvasiddhi Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Sucha Me Chitta Shiyam Kuruhung Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Muncha Vajra Mahasamaya Sattva Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Deno Patishta Tidyo Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarvasiddhi Me Prayacha Sarva Karma Sucha Me Chitta Shiyam Kuruhung Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Muncha Bhava Mahasamaya Om Pe. So then from the crown of your head, Guru Vajrasattva says, child of the race or the lineage, your negativities, obscurations, and broken and damaged pledges or vows have been completely purified. Generate strong faith that all is completely purified, just as Guru Vajrasattva has said. Yeah? Such an important part of the practice. Now I'm pure. And in order to keep the purity, we make promises or vows. Before Guru Vajrasattva, I vow never again to commit those negative actions from which I can easily abstain, and not to commit for a day, an hour, or at least a few seconds, those negative actions from which I find it difficult to abstain. That's the first step, but then as Miriam said, you can also pledge and say something positive. To be very specific with a specific person that you dislike. So then, you think for 10 minutes when I'm together with the person, or I write to this person, or I think of this person, I make sure my heart is open, that I understand that the person is suffering. I understand that the person is under the control of their kleshas, or negative emotions. I understand that this person also has Buddha potential. So we can promise something positive, of course. And then Guru Vajrasattva is extremely pleased with your pledge. Vajrasattva, Father and Mother, melt into light, like from the bottom, from the top, like breath on a mirror, melt into a small ball of very brilliant white light, comes to the crown of your head, and through your central channel dissolves into you. So it goes through the crown chakra, through the throat chakra, into the heart chakra, and you think like this, your body, speech and mind become completely oneness with Vajrasattva's body, speech and mind. So it's not a separate guru inside of you that has absorbed into you, but you become the guru, like you become totally one with the guru's qualities. Love, compassion, understanding, patience, generosity, enthusiasm, perseverance, wisdom, everything there. And it spreads throughout your body, throughout your mind, because that is the nature of what we are. The goodness, the purity, the clarity, the spaciousness. The mind itself can never be deluded, or the nature of the mind. It's just covered. So try to go there, and you ask yourself, how does the mind feel? Not how do I feel, but how does the mind feel? And you try to experience something there. When we have created some space, then we can go and look at the nature of the mind. How is the mind? How does it feel? So then we, at least intellectually, start to think about this spacious, empty mind by thinking in emptiness. There is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma. There is no negative karma created. In emptiness is just space, boundless, luminous, without any borders, space. The nature of the mind, spacious and luminous, bliss and emptiness. The experiencer and the experience becoming oneness. So with this awareness of emptiness, we dedicate the merits. Due to all these merits of the 3 times, it's at the bottom of page 9. Due to all these merits of the 3 times collected by all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, myself and all other sentient beings, which appear to be real from their own side, but which are empty, may I, who appears to be real but is empty, achieve Guru Vajrasattva enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty, and lead all sentient beings who appear to be real but are totally empty to that enlightenment which appears to be real but is empty, by myself alone, who appears to be real but is also totally empty, non-existent from my own side. May the precious bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and all other sentient beings, be generated within my own mind and in the minds of all sentient beings without even a second's delay, and may that which has been generated be increased. May I and all other sentient beings have Lama Tsongkhapa as our direct Guru in all our lifetimes, or Guru Rinpoche, never be separated for even a second from the pure path that is greatly praised by the conquered Buddhas, and actualize the complete path, the 3 principal paths, the 2 stages of highest Yoga Tantra, the root of which is Guru devotion, within our minds as quickly as possible. Just as the brave Manjushri and Samantabhadra realized things as they are, I dedicate all these virtues in the best way that I may follow after them. Whatever dedication the 3 times victorious ones gone to bliss have admired as best, in the same way I also perfectly dedicate all these roots of virtue so that I might perform good works. And we can add, like all the spiritual guides who lead or who teach a path away from suffering to true happiness, lasting happiness, but for all beings, not just for a specific kind or a specific group. May all these beings who teach the path to true happiness, lasting happiness, happiness that is not based on the suffering of others, may they all have long and healthy lives. In this case, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, who is the the spiritual director of this group, also Gachin Rinpoche, who that many of you know, Rinpo Tulku, who was in this Gompa also, and all other teachers that you know personally. May we always do actions that please their holy minds, and may their holy wishes immediately be fulfilled. Okay, so thank you very much for bearing with me the whole day in this very meaningful practice. Tomorrow morning we'll start just by reading the 3 principal aspects of the path again, so that we have the right basis, and then we start by doing the sadhana, isn't it? And then we can do it 4 times actually, or 3 times. We'll see how it goes, how people feel. Okay, but anyway, thank you very much for coming. If you're not coming tomorrow, have a good day, enjoy. Try not to create too much negative karma, so that when you see, when you enjoy, it's very important that we also go like, so wonderful, may all beings be able to enjoy this in a pure way, so that nobody has to suffer. When you're not so well, or you see things that are not so great, you go like, oof, not so good. May all beings be free from suffering and the things that cause these kind of situations. Yeah, so we're not creating negative karma like this, and we share the happiness that we get from enjoying, and we enhance our compassion by seeing, I'm not the only one who's suffering, many other people do as well. Okay? Okay, do you have questions, or is all clear? It's all clear, yeah? Yeah. Make it simple. This is important.
The more you do it, the simpler it gets.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I keep saying it.
3 times, the 3rd time.
Why don't people believe me when I say this is a practice, it needs to be done?
Yeah.